Yeah, that's what I bank with.
See, I know what's in
Never
that
see it
thing.
coming.
Man, yeah, I had bought this hat from a black artist, man, on the street. It said art has no rules.
Nice.
That's what
Nice.
that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But y'all welcome, man. Welcome to another edition of the Elite Mancast. Man, every Wednesday at 8:30, y'all tune in and tell a friend so we can get this thing bumping and jumping like we do.
You
But
heard
man,
me.
we have a great topic tonight. It's a lot of people that
Mhm.
living in it, loving it, and they
Mm.
just really don't know how to get out of it. But we're
Mhm.
going to give you some advice on how to get out of it and some strategies to move around from that comfort zone. So tonight we're talking about comfort corrupt, man. What's comfort, how the comfort is corrupting you in your future. And y'all know we got the pound, we got Easy, and we got Mr. Michael in the building.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So Michael, what you got on this, man, a little bit?
Well, it's like life itself. As life moves on, everything progressive, and nowadays we got electric cars, electric phones, smartphones. We got smart TVs, microwaves, all this stuff. Our food is
Pornhub.
instant. Yeah, we got
Mm.
Pornhub. Our food, the food is instant, and it just life is so much easier than it used to be. And the thing is, in a lot of ways, that's good. But humans were designed to have to work. When it gets
Yeah.
too easy, we become weak. We start to lose. It's like I was thinking. I remember back in school when I learned how to like studying, like doing research now. Back in the old days, I'd be in the library or I'd grab the books, I'd find what I'm looking for, cross reference.
Yeah.
Now I do all this stuff on my phone. I don't even have to
Encyclopedia.
leave my house.
Yeah.
Yeah, all I do is just pull up my phone. When it came
Shout
to
out
math,
Gemini.
yeah, we used to have to write down. We write out equations, and then I got to the point I could calculate in my head. But now I can use a calculator. But
Mm-hmm.
you know what? The calculator's in my phone. I learned how to navigate using a map and compass out in the
Right.
middle of nowhere. Guess what? In my phone, I got a GPS.
Yeah.
I don't need any of that. I used
Right.
to remember phone numbers. I
Right.
can't barely remember my own phone number.
Better remember the
But
age.
hey, sometimes I get messed up with that. But see, the thing is, everything has become so comfortable that
Mhm.
we start to lose. And in this comfort, it makes us weaker. And the
Yeah.
problem is not the comfort because comfort is supposed to be a reward. You're supposed to work hard, then relax. That's
Right.
comfort. The
Right.
problem is when comfort becomes the goal, that you're not working towards something, you're just living in comfort, and that creates a lazy person. So you start to get weak, your muscles deteriorate, you get
Hmm.
lazy, it messes up relationships. We're gonna go through this whole thing because I got a lot of information on it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Yeah.
what you got, Easy A?
Man, how y'all doing tonight? I totally agree with everything you're saying. Just like it used to be hard to go out and cheat. Now you just need to tap the app and select
Yep.
anything. And it's like, there, to touch your hands, like even on Bumble, not that I know anything about this anymore because I'm in a fake relationship, but it's like it tells you exactly how many miles the person is away from you. It's easy. You don't even have to work for it no more.
Right.
It's just like 3 miles away, shit. Uber. But
Yeah.
yeah, I was in a fast life. But nah, man, the absolute standard, when it comes to comfort living, you mentioned earlier, even with food, and not to say that I'm old, but I come from the old school way of cooking, and it's like you want to make something, and people, it's like we live in a microwave society, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So people would rather put their food in the microwave. And I'll never forget, and this I'm just gonna shorten the story, but went out to eat, right? And I ordered a spinach dip. And so the server totally forgot about my food. They brought it out to me like ASAP. And I was like, I don't want it. It was like, what's wrong? Like, what do you mean? I was like, because it was microwave.
Right.
No, we put it in the we put it in the oven. I was like, You didn't.
Yeah.
And
Nah.
well, how do you know? I was like, well, because when you put something in the microwave, it cooks from the inside out. When you put it in the oven, it cooks from the outside in.
Yeah.
So it's gonna
Right.
ultimately be warm and creamy and cheesy and everything. He looked at
Mhm.
Yeah.
me, and servers are not allowed to admit to fault. It
Right.
wasn't until the manager came to the table was like, well, just out of curiosity, like, who are you? And
Yeah.
yeah, you're all right. We did rush it, but how do you know? And I told him it's like you can't rush perfection.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
True
mean,
that.
all this stuff comes. It's easy now. I mean, you need a key to open a door. Now, those of us who have smart homes, is like, oh shit, just
Yeah.
boop, boop, boop.
You can open the door by
Yeah,
Yep.
your phone.
yeah.
Yep.
Like everything is great. It's like everything is great until it's not, especially when it
Right.
comes to conference
Exactly.
call. So, what you got, Keith?
Yeah. Man, just understanding, understanding all of that. Got to realize growth requires friction,
Yeah,
and a lot of
Yes.
people they'd rather be toxic than to give you some real friction. Some iron sharpened iron type of friction, and
mm-hmm.
Hmm.
that's where we fail at with a lot of situations because we've allowed, as some men, we've allowed women to take the forefront and run the household. And oh, well, you making the most money, so you do this and do that. And it's like, nah, we have to make sure that we maintain a standard in the house. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, some family members of mine, they going through some things, and it's like, because y'all don't have that man running the household like he should, and y'all ain't even
Hmm.
demanding him to run the household. Y'all just allowing him to be the sit back type of person. You know what I'm saying? And it's like we can't do that. You know.
Right.
So when these type of things come about, that's when we start to mess up. That's when we start to get in this comfort zone because we don't have a man in there setting standards, making rules, bringing people to and holding themselves accountable as when they first started. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
now we can get into this comfort zone of, man, I ain't really got to do too much because such and such doing it. Or I ain't got to do this and such doing it. It's like you got to realize we can't keep on allowing to get to let stuff get put off to the side. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We have to take it to where it is and say, hey, no, this is what we're doing as a family, as a unit. As a man, this is what you're supposed to be doing, setting the standards of a household.
right.
And if the woman is in a single household, and you come in the picture, you have to be the one to say, hey, you know what? Nah, we not doing this. I don't, this ain't for me. So, when that man set his foot down, and if she's against it, or if she's not trying to be taught or led, you just got to move on to the next person.
Yeah,
You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Because we keep on fighting each other for nothing. So I said this right here. So when you're comfortable, you stop stretching. And
Yeah.
so when you stop stretching, you stop improving. When you stop improving, you slowly decline. And even if you don't notice it, this is what happens. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to stretch your brain. You have to read some books that's gonna look towards your future. You can read the gangster books all you want to, the dope boy, the dope girl books all you want to, the fictional books. They're not gonna get you nowhere. That's not helpful. That's not stretching your brain. That's
right.
remembering a situation or remembering a lifestyle. So we have to start stretching our brains, man. Let me say that.
I
Yes.
like that you absolutely right. Even when it comes to back to recipes, it's easy to memorize stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like, man, okay, cool. Sometimes I just want to pull out a book just to make sure, things like that. Even with the real estate exam, I mean, a lot of that stuff we don't use 25% of the rules in real estate,
Right.
but it's just to know. But
Yeah.
it's like, people get so comfortable. It's like, I don't have to worry about that right now. I can just go back and look at it.
Right.
The
Okay.
hell?
But then when you don't want to take those chances when you're about to close like on a $1 million deal.
Yeah.
So it's just things like that, man. Once again, it goes back to stretching. You have to stretch.
Have to stretch.
Whether or not it's your mind, your mental, your body. I've seen some frail bodybuilders. They don't stretch. They go to the gym and it's like, yo, like what
Mm-hmm.
is this?
Well, because they done got into a routine of doing the bare minimum,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And a lot of people think that we go to the gym and you just, oh, I just got to work out. That's not going to build muscle. I'm going to take the protein shake. That's not going to build muscle. So if you don't stretch your muscle, if you don't stretch your mind, if you don't stretch your business partner ideas, if your ideas are steady stagnating, y'all not growing, and you trying to figure out why. Because the business model is not changing. The business model is still the same as when you first started.
Right.
And that's where things become stagnant. That's when we see ourselves in the 5 years down the line and we haven't accomplished anything. But you had a 5-year plan, but you didn't look at it every day.
Yep.
Because you was so busy on your phone scrolling. You was so busy gossiping on the phone. You was busy just doing absolutely nothing. Man, I'm tired. I don't even feel like doing nothing after I get off work. And then you're going to create a whole household of people who are just tired and don't want to do nothing, because what you say to your children what your children hear you say when you get off work every day, what do you think they're going to say? Man, I don't even want no job. Because you always tired. When you get home, you don't want to do nothing when you get home. So why would I want to go to work?
True that.
You're right.
You know?
I like to call
So
that
Mike,
the
what you got?
stress of life.
Go ahead.
Well, I was thinking lately there's been a lot of talk like about politics and stuff, and I've been telling people, that power corrupts, and total power corrupts totally. And this is a saying it was actually a warning by Lord Acton, and he was born John Emmerich Edward Dahlberg Acton, and he was known for this quote. And the quote actually reads, "Power tends to corrupt, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. Great men are almost always bad men." Now, the only reason I bring that up is because this concept of comfort corrupts is basically taken from that quote. You see, the modern day thinkers decided to change it to comfort corrupts, because comfort, what he was trying to say is not that all leaders are bad or evil, but the warning was unchecked power magnifies your flaws. So when you don't think that anybody's paying attention, or if you just can do whatever you want, you start to do things that are not in the best interest of everybody. It's like you start to compromise your own morals. So when comfort corrupts, it's basically the same thing. You start getting comfortable. It's like a fighter when he becomes the world champion. Now he's made it. He might make a couple of defense fights and they're good. But then as the money comes in, he starts to get comfortable. He
Yeah.
relaxes. He doesn't train as much. He's worried about business more, making more money, doing investments. So now he gets lazy. What happens? The next title defense comes up, he gets beat. And it's not because he's not still just a good fighter, not the same fighter. It's because that comfort has caused him to be lazy. It's taken away that fight, that instinct, or that killer instinct that you need to be a fighter. So, and this quote basically says just that. It's like, just like power, comfort can remove accountability. Comfort can weaken discipline, and it can magnify your ego. And like I said before, comfort is not evil, it's not a bad thing. It should just be the reward. But when you rely on comfort, you change your whole dynamic. You actually become somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
I try to make it a rule not to become comfortable. I mean, could I just sit up there and just make money? Don't even bother going to work because I have people that work for me. Absolutely,
Mhm.
but for what?
Because that ain't gonna help you. That ain't gonna help your business grow.
Right.
Nothing.
And some people get
And
comfortable. I mean, even when people sit up there and question me about it and be like, "Oh, okay, well, you have this, you have that. Why do you still do what you do? Like, why wouldn't I? question Sam Walden about, well,
Mhm.
you know, Walmart's already successful. Why open up another one? Why open up a Sam's?
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
Yeah, and that's the thing about it, man. We got to realize that growth lives outside of the comfort zone. That's not um motivational talk either. You know what I'm saying? That's just
Right.
how adaptation works.
yeah.
Because
Mhm.
like I tell people all the time, say, man, they changed the cell phone, they changed the
Hmm.
TV. Why do you still be thinking the same thoughts? Why do you still think people are still doing the same things? You can't even fathom changing because everybody else, oh, they ain't doing this and they ain't doing that. But yet and still, it's you that you're talking about. When
Right.
Right.
you know when you think that you know what somebody else is doing that you don't even see on a day-to-day basis, all you're doing is remembering what they were doing at the moment that you did see them, that you had that time with them. And so when we have that kind of issue with people, we place people in boxes.
Hmm.
Now you saying that, well, shit, ain't nobody changing. They still doing the same thing. And you find yourself sitting back watching more soap operas, watching more news, watching more things that's not growing you, that's not helping you see the future you. You know?
Right.
So when you around stagnating people, people who talk about people, people who sit around and don't do nothing, that's that's really outside growing. Even if you're sitting in the house, read the books that's going to enhance your thought processes. Read the
Right.
books because see, I can sit in this room all day and be on the internet looking up information to make me a better man.
Yeah.
When I'm riding in my car, I listen to motivation. I listen to Napoleon Hill. I listen to Joe Dispenza. I listen to Bruce Lipton. I'm riding. I don't want to hear the music. I want to hear the information so that I can know what's in my soul, so I can know what's inside of me, so I know how to handle a person who's not emotional and intelligent. So these are the things that I've been doing, um, here lately. So the difference between peace and comfort, see, peace is earned stability. Comfort is avoiding challenges.
Yeah.
So a lot of people be using words. Oh man, I just need my peace. No, you want somebody to keep you, don't hold you accountable. That's
That's
what you
it.
need. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for somebody who's not going to hold you accountable. So you can stay in your comfort zone. See, when you start telling people who they are and what they're doing wrong, oh, you don't know me, you got me messed up. No, that's you and do this, do this. It's like you too confrontational for information.
Right.
And that right there, them the people you got to get away from. You don't even mess with them. You stay away from them because
Mhm.
that's gonna ruin your mind. I
Hmm.
got a partner, man. I just became my partner, brother, and me and him kicked it off real good. Here's a little example. He keeps putting people, or he keeps trying to figure people out, and I explained to him. I said, "You got to meet people where they at, bro."
Mhm.
Man, I don't know why I keep on trying to. I'm trying to, I say you can't be in control of something that's not inside of your body. You can't control nothing that ain't inside of you. And once you learn that, bro, you'll feel better. He said, "Man, yeah, I need to work on that." Because I keep on, and that's what I say, people in their comfort zone. He can't grow out of that right now.
Right.
But it took me, somebody he just met, he in his early 50s, you know what I'm saying? So he 51. It took me to meet him 51 years later just to give him that information. Because
Right.
nobody else gave him that information. And he didn't see it the way I explained it to him because I gave it to him in baby terms, where a baby
Mhm.
can understand it. You know what I'm saying? And he realized, he said, bro, that's where I'm being stuck at. And that's a lot of us
Yeah.
until we start listening to the programs, until we start listening and reading the books.
Yeah.
Yeah. Loss of integrity. Comfort often
Lost.
leads to self corruption, where individuals compromise their values, convenience, and
Mhm.
avoid conflict or stop pursuing growth.
Yeah.
Man, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
What?
when people start prioritizing comfort that the problem begins. Because
Mhm.
when you prioritize comfort, your character begins to decay.
Hmm?
You change, like I said before, you change who you are. It changes everything about you. Because now you'll do things that you normally never would have done, especially as a leader. It's like you don't want the confrontation. So, in order to keep from having confrontations, you let people slide and let people get away with stuff. And then eventually, you lose control of everything. Because now the morale is lacking. The people, they start doing whatever they want. You have mediocre workers, and
Yeah,
everything just falls apart.
Yeah.
you're right. Had a situation somewhat similar to that earlier. One of the guys that he was trying to show off in front of these girls, and
It's always
he one of them. He was like, "Well, I've been knowing Alan for 2 years, and trust me, we are not the same." Like, no, we're not the same. I said, I still have all my hair. Because this dude is like 29 years old, and he got that bald
he balls it
down the
already.
middle. I said, boy, I'm 45. I still have all my hair. You're right. We are not the same.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm doing this because of my spiritual journey. I was like, boy, ain't nothing spiritual about that shit. And I just shut him down, and he just kept kicking. He was like,
Too funny.
but yeah, man, success lies outside the comfort zone. It says it all day.
Yeah.
It's true.
Success lies outside of the comfort zone.
Yeah. Because if I was to remain comfortable, I would still be employed by somebody.
Yeah.
Man, you know what?
It's true.
I talked to I was talking to my lady the other day. And it was like you can't be the type of person that wants to go to work for somebody,
Right. It's
especially
true.
if you done experienced it already.
Right.
It's like you got to try to figure something out, man. It's like, what can I possibly do to figure this thing out? To not have to go clock in for somebody. But
Right.
a lot of us, we're comfortable because, oh boy, I make $30 an hour. So if you work 2 hours, you get $60.
Hmm.
And that's cool with you.
Hey, the biggest problem with that is that a lot of people, once they get comfortable in a job, they stop growing. So now, just like it's happening now, a lot of people are being laid off. But the whole time you was in that job, you didn't read books. Everybody know about AI coming, but you didn't study how to work with AI. So now you get laid off and you run around. Well, what am I going to do? Now you're trying to find another job to go work for somebody else. What all
Mm-hmm.
you had to do was in that time, instead of being comfortable in that job, you still stretching your brain. You
Right.
learning new things all the time, which is what we are actually supposed to be doing. Always learning, because every day is an experience or a different experience, and is an opportunity to learn something new.
It's a
And if
good.
you're not learning, you're basically just being comfortable and waiting to die. So then when you get laid off, now what? And a lot
Because
of people
now they
have
didn't create
actually
any, yeah, they didn't create any new skills. So that's why they got laid off.
exactly. And you got companies shutting down now just because. I mean, I was listening to EYL yesterday. They were talking about who was it just laid? I forget who it was. They said they just laid off about 40% of the workforce.
Yeah.
Now these people, it was good for the company. Their bottom line went up, so now they're rising up in the stock market. But the people that were in the company that got laid off,
Mm.
now it's like, okay, you got to figure it out now.
Right.
But if you didn't spend that time while you were working on other things or learning different skills, you bouncing around lost.
Yeah.
Bounce. Bounce.
Another example of becoming comfortable. Jasmine Crockett out
Hmm.
in Texas.
She done got comfortable.
Well, she fired. Yeah, she real comfortable now.
She lost the race. She lost the race. I heard that she was down by a few votes, but yeah,
But you
wow,
know
that
why she
sucks.
lost the race, right?
Hmm.
Because they know she was gonna fight for people.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's like you can't put somebody in office that's really gonna do what they say they're gonna do.
Oh No, of course not. That's too much like right.
Right. And that's
And
where and that's how she lost that. But if she come right back next year, or if she go to another position in the, and it's like she'll find her way, because I don't believe she's a quitter. You know what I'm saying? I
Oh,
believe that
right,
she's not the type of person that gets comfortable with the situation at hand,
hmm
And so when we see her again, she's gonna have a different strategy, a different game plan, and a different group of people on her side.
yeah.
Because there's no way that, they were gonna let her win anything right now, because the way she handles people.
right.
And they hate it.
That's true. Because she be putting them in their place hard
Yeah, yeah,
and
as they
with a
should be
smile
put.
on her face.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because they need to be put in their place, and that's the problem.
Yeah,
Donald Trump said he wasn't gonna cause no wars, and then look what he done did. You know what I'm saying? Over there throwing bombs and don't even realize these people, man, we got nuclear weapons, bro. Get up out of here, get away from us before we destroy America. But you know what Iran said? We
Hmm.
finna destroy everybody else. We not gonna even fuck with America. We're gonna
yeah.
fuck with
They
the
don't
people
have
that
to.
y'all fuck with.
Exactly.
So that way we know now that all of our supplies get cut off. Y'all see how high them gas prices done went up overnight?
Yeah. Hey, I fill up my tank every day.
Yeah. But see, that's the
As
thing
recently, I was
about it,
paying 272. Today was 329.
bro. But the thing is, though, we so comfortable in being a part of America to where it's like they done made us lazy learners. We don't want to learn nothing new. We good with hitting the club on the weekend or finding the next party. We cool with that.
Yeah.
I remember when we was in Tava, bro, we used to be on a Zoom call on a Friday night.
Yeah.
Yep.
We was on Zoom calls on Saturday night, bro. We didn't have no,
Saturday
it wasn't
morning
no,
too.
it wasn't no days where we said, man, let's go to the party. No, we was outside. I mean, we was inside on the Zoom calls. We wasn't outside.
Mhm.
Because what a lot of people don't realize, it's like this right here. It says this right here. If you only do what feels good, safe, or easy, you stay the same. And staying
Yeah.
the same in a changing world is actually moving backwards.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But we done created these delusions in our minds, or illusions in our minds, to where we feel like, man, I'm doing good. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm doing it how I'm supposed to do it. No, no, you doing what feels good, what's comfortable to you. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? You doing what you're
Yeah.
supposed
We
to.
fall right into the programming.
Yeah.
That's what
I
the
heard a lady
program is
say
for.
today, I heard one lady say today, and it made sense. She said a lot of people are getting sick. A lot of people are getting ill because they're not serving their purpose in this world.
Right.
Mm.
It's easy.
That's crazy, ain't it? It made sense to me though.
Yeah.
It made sense. So the difference between, oh shit, I said that already. Oh, where I'm at now. I'm following my notes, y'all.
I hear you.
He say the better the mindset, use comfort to recover, use discomfort to grow.
Yeah.
Now, if that
That's
ain't
it.
something that makes sense, but it might not make sense to somebody who's good with where they at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like when I go to the gym, I see so many people are starting to come to be consistent. And then
Mhm.
I see a lot of people come to talk and chill and laugh and be on their
Mhm.
phone, social media.
Of course. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Take pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
gotta
I'm
have
telling
that.
you. You see them out there all the time.
Oh yeah.
You know, it says here on a psychological level, the comfort zone trap. So when comfort dominates, risk taking declines, learning
Yeah.
slows, accountability softens, and standards lower quietly. Comfort whispers, "You've done enough. Take it easy," or "You deserve that." But over time, that becomes complacency, entitlement, and fragility. So discomfort, on the other hand, builds resilience, adaptability, and mental toughness. And
Mm.
I was listening to, I had a pastor today, a woman, she was yelling at her son. He was acting up at school. She told him that he couldn't have his phone for the day. That was a punishment. This kid, he had to be maybe about 10 years old. He threw a tantrum.
Yeah.
I mean, he seriously threw a tantrum before getting in the car. I thought she was going to whoop his ass, but she didn't. She stood outside the car. She talked to him. He started whimpering. They got in the car. She said, and act up today. You ain't ever getting the phone back. I'm like, wow. See, but it was all about being able to just to have the phone. He can't
Right.
even use it while he's in school,
Right.
but just to have it was the
That's the
problem for him.
problem. Yeah, that's a problem. Nah,
People
man,
become
that's
too
crazy.
entitled nowadays. They're
Yeah.
entitled about everything. It's
Yeah.
like I'm
Yeah.
supposed to have this, but no, you're not. You can't have it in school. So if your mom tells you to leave it at home, why are you throwing attention? Come home, do your
Well,
homework, get on your phone.
well, because there's no rules put down until she gets tired. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? See, if you put these
Yeah.
rules if you implement rules
Beginning.
beforehand, you don't have to be sitting there threatening your child to take something from them.
Right.
That's why I say it goes back to structure. It goes back
Mhm.
to paying attention to your environment, setting rules, setting standards. This is what goes on in this house right here. At the beginning, before I even give you the phone, you're supposed to know, do whatever I say do, regardless. If you get opportunity to talk back to me, that's a problem.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's where the problem come in because she done allowed him to have a voice for way too many times.
Hmm.
See, people be talking about, oh, I ain't raising my kids like we was raised. You were raised in the best times of your life.
Yes.
And you realize now you should have raised your child because now they got a life sentence for killing people
Yeah.
because they listen to drill music and you didn't monitor what they listen to. Oh, that's just music. No, that's a drill music. They trying to make sure that they bust, spin the block, and hit their target.
Oh,
Like
like
we talked
built
about
it.
last week. That
Yeah,
repetition, that emotion, that all gets into your subconscious and it tells you who you are. You
mm-hmm.
become that. Thing is, they don't even realize that it's happening. But they
Yeah,
into popping their fingers, bopping their head. They getting so into it and the emotion along with the repetition of the music, that's
that's a
just a
chant.
recipe for disaster. Yeah,
That's the chant.
that's
Yeah,
exactly what it is. Those are it's like you doing affirmations. Because like I said last week, your subconscious mind only knows you. So
yeah,
whatever you say, you can be talking about somebody else, but your subconscious is taking it as this is me that we're talking about. So this
right,
is what I'm
right.
going to do.
Yeah.
Don't know the difference. But
Yep.
so that's what a lot of people don't realize. You have to go off into neuroscience. And with
Yes.
neuroscience, you start to realize which brain part organizes this brain part to do this. You know what I'm saying? That's why I
Mhm.
love Joe Dispenza because he breaks down which brain part
Yep.
does what, you know, and a lot of people don't want to understand or take their time to try to figure out themselves. They would rather point the finger at somebody else. Oh,
Right.
you the problem. It's like I made a post the other day. A poor man knows he's poor, but a poor woman would say, I'm just with the wrong man.
Mm. That's a good one, but it's so true.
That's the truth.
It's so true.
Oh, I was just with the wrong dude. No, you poor because you don't think differently. You don't put
Right.
yourself in the positions of thought process, a solution-based mindset. You would rather have a blaming based mindset. If I
Hmm.
point the finger, it's not on me now. I gave you
Right.
the responsibility to do it. It's not on me because I
Yep.
told you to do it. That's what people do. Low vibrational people do, bro. They get the
Yeah.
blame off of themselves and put it on somebody so they can say, oh, no, it was them. they did this. That's people who comfortable where they at. They don't want to see they self grow. They don't want to see they self in better positions. And if they do, it's gonna be on the back of somebody else.
Yeah, that's it.
So I got some
Nothing
key
right or
aspects
wrong.
of how comfort corrupt works, y'all. So the
Mm-hmm.
first one is growth inability, growth inhibition. Boy, I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm just saying what it's.
Inhibition.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm.
Mm-hmm.
But
Stand
growth
on
occurs.
It
Yeah, a growth.
stops.
You hear me,
It
man?
stops it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's late. Yeah, don't worry about it. But say growth only occurs in discomfort and not in the ordinary, predictable way, but in the comfortable environments stifle, my fault, stifle
Mm-hmm.
creativity. So when you find yourself not being creative, yeah, yeah. I'm jumping tonight. Come on, y'all get on the podcast. Y'all quit calling me. But no, so that's what that is, man. When we find ourselves in, but this is the best one I like right here: quiet corruption. So quiet corruption is comfort suddenly shifts focus from purpose to pleasure, reducing the capacity for sacrifice and humility.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna stick with that one for a minute. Comfort subtle shifts focus from purpose to pleasure. How many people you know that would rather do something pleasurable before they do something purposeful?
Everybody.
Because I'm honest with myself, Mike.
Hey,
Quiet
hey, I've been
corruption,
there.
man.
I've
Quiet
been there.
corruption.
I know.
Man.
But that's what comfort is. It's not
Yeah.
something that just jumps out at you. It changes you little by little. It sneaks up on you. It's like all of a sudden,
Everybody.
years down the road or months down the road, you're like, oh hell, what the hell?
Yeah.
You ain't made no progress
Yeah.
because you got too comfortable.
I got this stomach. Oh, yeah. This how?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
didn't push away from the table. That's how you got that stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
And sitting there on that couch watching the movie, watching the game, whatever.
Nah, for real. For real, man.
Hey, but check this out. Here's a paraphrased idea, and it's attributed to Alice de Tocqueville. And what he says is, hard times create strong men. Strong men create good times. Good times create weak men. So
Nah, for
why is
real.
that? The father, he works hard to build up, to create, to create the good times. So now once he's created the good times, everybody that comes behind him, they're so into enjoying these good times that they're not working to keep it. So
Mm-hmm.
the kids or whoever, they'll come behind and they'll squander everything that he built because they're comfortable. They have
Yeah.
no reason to work because everything has been done. So it's like, oh well, dad is rich, so I live off of his money. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not creating my own. And before you know it, the whole fortune is gone.
Well, but you see, that goes back to setting the standards in the household. But when they two,
Right?
I know the reason I don't have no trouble out of my son because I set the rules down early. You know what I'm saying? My girls ain't gonna do nothing but for what girls do. You know, they're not gonna be wilding and all of that. You know, but at the same time, you're gonna have one or two that's, that get live with you. But you set the standards, you know what I'm saying? Sounds like
hmm
the current generation for sure.
Yeah.
That's definitely the current generation.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Put
can't
that
even
on
have
the
a
stage.
conversation.
Yeah, man.
I mean, the kids are so intimidated. You know what? I was talking to, it was a brother sister that got in the car today. Well, they were siblings. And the girl, she got in, she was all clear. Hi, how you doing? Talking with a voice like she was comfortable who she was.
Yeah.
But the little brother, they got to be maybe a year apart, so they was at least like 18, 19. But the dude, he spoke so low. And I felt so bad that I actually called him like, yo, man, you mind if I give you some advice? He's like, yeah. I said, yo, when you talking to people, it don't matter who they are. You gotta talk, you gotta raise your voice so that they hear you, so that they know who you are. Because if
Hmm.
you talk that low, they take that as a weakness. You're
Right.
insecure. So
Right.
they don't take you serious. And so you gotta let that lion in you come out. He started
Hmm.
smiling. He said, yes, sir, but I just talk low all the time. I said, you gotta start bringing it out.
Right.
Because his sister does it automatically. There was no doubt in my mind that she was confident in who she was.
Yeah,
But
them
him,
girls gonna always be loud.
yeah, for real.
Yeah, that's a funny thing. But yeah, man, we got another one now. Stagnation and mediocrity. And a lot of people always tell you, nah, I ain't nothing mediocre about me. I ain't average. I ain't this. But you stagnant because all you're doing is following trends that you see on social media or that you see in your neighborhood or your environment.
Hmm.
Because you're not going nowhere with your new clothes on,
Mhm.
except for to a place to where nobody really looking at you like that.
Right.
See, when you put new clothes on, like a suit and a tie, it means you should be going to a business meeting or you should be going to a business function. But putting on your Gucci and Chanel, that means you're going around some people who broke as just as broke as you. And y'all
Trying to look
comfortable over there
rich.
looking good with no money
Mhm.
or no plan. I ain't gonna say no money. You might have no plan to do nothing else. You know, because a lot of people equate money to success, and that's not true. It's what you become on your way to being successful, what makes you successful.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you changed your thought process? Have you changed the environment, mentally environment, not the environment
Mhm.
outside, because that's material, monetary things as well. But if you change your mental, your temple, then you start to see success. How many books have you read? Then you start seeing success. Or even audibles. How many audible books have you listened to?
Right.
Because we don't have to physically read copies anymore.
Right.
We
That's
can
it.
listen. And the thing about growth is about repetition, repetition of the information that you're trying to obtain.
Yeah. Exactly.
Remember, we used to listen to those Zoom calls. They'll say the same script every time. They
Every
saying the
single
same
time.
thing every time. And people thinking these trainings or it's called a training for a reason because it's training your mindset to be selling people this ideology of what you're trying to make them understand,
Right.
you know?
And
And that's
the
and that's
more
the
you hear
thing.
it, the more you hear it, actually, the easier you, the more you remember. Because
Yeah.
then when you are talking to people about the same product, you saying the exact same thing.
Yeah.
All because you hear it over and over and over.
It's like people who work in customer service, they have a script to look at
Hmm.
for a reason. So that's why you'll find them getting comfortable
Mhm.
at their job because they say the same script all day, every day, the same script. They
Hmm.
might put a little twist on it. And
Yeah.
then that right there will keep them in a zone. That's what jobs do, keep you just right here. I need you right here. I don't need
Hmm.
you to think for me and my company. And then some companies do need you to think for them. That's how you elevating the ranks
Right.
because they see you want more. They see you want more for my company. Oh, you want more for my company? Then okay, yeah, let me put you right here in this position so you can watch these people and train these people to want more
For my
Hmm.
company.
for my company.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, I need all of y'all to want more for me than I do for y'all. I'm
Yeah.
gonna give y'all $1 2 raise. Don't worry about it. I put $5 on your paycheck. You good with that? But at the same
Yeah.
time, I need you to have that energy for my company though. So you can stay in that comfort zone. So you can stay stagnant and mediocre. So stagnant and mediocre, the desire for comfort leads to maintaining status quo,
Yeah.
protecting, protecting silos and resisting accountability, which causes organizations and individuals to fail.
Yeah.
That's that
Absolutely.
stagnation and mediocrity, man. When we don't even realize that we just being cool with where we at. You done
Yeah.
got so comfortable in the stench, you good.
Don't
Hmm.
But
even
if you
smell
in
it
that,
no more.
but you got to be in that stench and reading the books. You got to be in that stench and looking at the programs. So eventually, when you bust out of that thing, you know what I'm saying? Boom, to the moon. People like, damn, I thought he was an overnight success. No, man, I've been doing this for the last 10 years. I've been practicing dribbling the basketball since I was 2. I've been practicing, people always look at you, oh boy, he just came on the scene. No, man.
They
Elite
never see
Mancast
that.
been here since 2022, 2021. 22
Yeah.
or 21. I
Hey,
can't
it's
remember.
been 4 years. It's been
How
four
about that?
years.
22.
So yeah,
Yeah.
22.
You see what I'm saying? And that's what people got to realize. Now, we ain't just started doing it, man. I ain't know you did no podcast. Yeah, just for the
Hmm.
last 4 years.
Yeah. Go to YouTube. Look at all those replays.
You feel me?
Got a
So, but
lot of them.
but that's when you see people thinking that you comfortable. No, we speak about growth. We speak about the elevation that we've showed y'all. We've displayed it on this. Everybody on this panel didn't talk like they talked when we first started.
Sure did.
Wasn't in the
Go
positions we
watch
was
it.
in. You know what I'm saying? So it was like we are growing, but it's not to
Yeah.
your. We not growing at a fast pace, and we definitely not finna show you. Oh, let me show you the new car I bought. Let me show you the new, because that ain't gonna get us nowhere when we trying to explain to people about not being comfortable.
Right.
That's gonna be just like everybody who outside minding somebody else's business instead of
Hmm.
looking at their own self in the mirror. Michael
Yeah.
Jackson, my quote: "I'm starting with the man in the mirror. Oh, oh, I'm having him to change his way." Hey, let me get it. Yeah,
Oh man. Yeah.
that's right, Kiki. Let me put that up there.
But yeah, that comfort corrupt. It destroys personal growth, normalizes dishonesty, promotes mediocrity, stifles purpose. So,
Hmm.
Yeah, man, you can't do that, man. And a lot of people done had that moral decay.
oh, absolutely.
That's it. That's it.
We don't have morals and values in this system no more.
Mhm.
Man, what works for you,
They don't
that
even
works for
recognize
you. Yeah. It's like they're gonna always tell you, man, what works for you works for you. That might not work for me. No, it's not working for you because you don't want it to work for you. You want to have excuses. You want to keep on trying to thinking that you're different, but you're really the same person as everybody else.
it. Yeah. It's like now people they want to lose weight, but they don't want to go to the gym. But
Or
what's
they
Right.
don't
this
want to change
They want to,
the
yeah,
new
they don't want
drug?
to change their diet.
they want
Yeah,
to buy
the
the
new
little
drug
sticker.
that came out, they want to get that and lose weight all of a sudden. It's like, man,
Now they want to buy that little sticker that they selling on TikTok.
Slow Zempic.
Literally, like a little
They
sticker.
want
Just
that, they want that slow Zempic.
yeah.
yeah, yeah, that's what I was trying to think of.
Slow Zempic.
Yeah,
Inside.
but what does that actually do for you? I've known people who've had stomach band surgeries and uh, what the liposuctions and stuff, and then a few years later they were big again. They
Right.
got the same problem because they didn't change anything.
Right.
They went and got the quick fix, and once that wore off, they got right back in their comfort zone and
Yeah.
got right back to where they were, weighing even more than they did before.
How about that?
Mm.
Mm.
That's what comfort does for you.
A
It
BBL
takes away
lifestyle.
your yeah, that too. It definitely takes away your discipline, causes you to
Mm.
avoid comfort. Well, let's see. Talk about leadership and integrity
Yeah.
because comfort corrupts leaders in subtle ways. It's not like it just jumps right at you. It's like they avoid hard conversations compromise standards, tolerate mediocrity, and seek approval over truth. And
Mm-hmm.
it's not dramatic corruption, it's erosion. Integrity rarely collapses overnight, it decays through tolerated comfort.
Yeah.
So it's all little by little. You don't even realize it. And by the time you do realize it, it's almost too late to even try to do anything about it. Because by that time, you're
Mm-hmm.
about to lose your job.
How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's, man, and it's just like, we can talk about this all day, but like I say, people gonna say, man, I'm gonna do what I want to do. And you should. But if it ain't about growth, if it ain't about changing your situation, your bad habits that you already accumulated, it ain't about nothing.
All right.
I used to drink liquor every day. I say, I got to be stupid. What am I doing?
I'm right there with you, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, say, man, I got to do something different.
Yeah.
Then I used to drink wine every 3 days.
Hmm.
And I say, nah, the wine is drying me out, dehydrating me. Stop doing that. Drink champagne on the weekends now. Call me Champagne Poppy on a Friday night, baby. I'm right.
I hear you.
Champagne Poppy. Yeah. I'm a
Man, I
weekend
used
soldier, like we used to be in school. Yeah, I'm gonna get drunk on the weekend.
yeah, the weekend warrior. Yeah.
Weekend warrior. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I used to every Friday, as soon as I got off work, first thing I do is hit the liquor store. I
That was
wouldn't even go out. I go
that's it.
straight home. I put on a movie or something, pour me a drink. I can sit in the house and get drunk as a skunk. I ain't got to worry about no DUI, no
Yeah.
cops, no nothing. But I wake up in the morning with a hangover, and
Do it
this is me.
again,
I was done with it. Do
huh?
it the same way the next day. But then now, only time I drink is when me and D get together.
Right.
I don't even. I be the liquor store like a block away. I
Yeah.
drive right past it. I don't even look in that direction, and
Nah,
I
that's
don't
love.
miss it. And now I'm back in the gym. Where it's like the thing is, this stuff that we do, the
Yeah.
research, it sticks. I mean, we bringing the information to the people,
Yeah.
but everything I'm reading is sticking to me as well, which is
Hmm.
exactly what it's supposed to do. Because I'm doing
Hmm.
the research, so I got to get something out of it.
Yeah.
And
And then
now,
plus when you write it down, that helps you out.
yes, exactly. Because I've been like the last few subjects, the topics we've had. I'm looking and I'm seeing myself in all
Right.
this stuff that I'm writing down.
Right.
So now it's like I was saying earlier. Now I done joined Crunch Fitness. I'm in a bigger gym. Everybody in there, they doing their thing. They working out. It's like, yo, this is the place I need to be. And the people ain't in
Hmm.
there looking around trying to, like they coming in there trying to find a date or something. Nah, they in there working out. And it's all demographics.
Right.
People in there, they handicapped, they doing their thing.
Yeah.
And I feel comfortable like that. I go in there, do mine, go home.
Yeah. Yeah, man. When I leave the
But
gym, it's becoming now at the gym for me. It's been like everybody, the regulars are starting to speak to each other. We giving
yeah,
each other high fives. We,
yeah,
giving tips and pointers on this one dude. He come ask me, say,
training.
man, how you getting the stomach flat? I say, bro, I don't eat meat. I've been on my fruit fast since Monday. So I ain't had
Hmm.
nothing but oranges, grapefruits, bananas, avocados, you know what I'm saying, and smoothies.
Okay,
So
nice.
it's been beautiful because I don't feel heavy. I don't feel like I'm
Right.
sluggish. I get a little tired because of something else, but it's like the energy level. You know what I'm saying? The dude, he like, bro, you focused, man. You was really focused on doing. I say, yeah, bro. And I say, I'm not feeding myself poison. I don't want
Right.
no more poison, bro. Every time I was eating chicken and every time I was eating meat last week, it was just like, my
Yeah,
stomach
you
hurt.
feel it. It feels
Yeah,
so
my stomach
different
hurt.
too.
I say, nah, I don't want no more of that. Even if it's
Yeah.
baked chicken, broiled chicken, whatever, I don't want no more chicken. They can keep it.
I hear you.
You know, but
You
yeah, that's what
know,
it is.
I actually got up Monday morning at 4 in the morning. I was at the gym at 5:30 just to do hot yoga. And I went
Hot
in there. I mean,
yoga.
it was hot. The heat wasn't bothering me at all. Doing all the stretches, man, I was walking like my whole body hurt for 2 days. But it
Mm-hmm.
felt good. It felt so good after it was over because I was huffing and puffing the whole way through it.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, if
Yeah,
that
that's
don't
it.
help, if
Oh
that's
man,
what we
I'm telling
do,
you, my stomach, I get cramps in my stomach. I gotta drink more water though.
hmm
I mean, I was up at 3 in the morning eating yogurt with blueberries and strawberries, and like it's a
Cause you
beautiful
couldn't
thing.
sleep.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
He said, cause
hey,
I couldn't sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I hear you.
that part right there,
But that
man.
stuff,
But that's what's going on with this comfort corrupt, y'all.
Like they need to
You know,
change their little saying on money from "in God we trust" to "in bribes we trust."
yeah, that's a true statement for sure.
Yeah.
oh, this damn thing tightening up. So I
They
got
say
one of this right
yes.
here. It says to
Mhm.
counter the comfort corrupt, it's suggested to embrace spiritual discomfort or intentional discomfort. Like I listen to the Stoics in the morning, and it says in the Rising rather, and it says that Marcus Aurelius used to take himself intentionally discomfort, put himself in some discomfort just so he could become a better man.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's me. I didn't put myself in so many discomforting situations to become a better person.
How many cold showers you took intentionally?
Like five.
I swear to
That was
God, I
that was
hate
just
cold showers.
that was since January the 1st.
I hear you. It's
Yeah, it's
hard,
been
man.
like yeah, I was doing it because that was my regimen. You know, I was doing everything that was like the growth journey is way different for us when you talk to me or when you know listen to what how I speak to you now from when I was speaking then. Now I still got that old Cliff and that old neighborhood stuff
hmm
in me, but I do my best try not to bring it out as much as possible.
Right, right.
You know, going back and forth and talking
Not
crazy and
there yet.
cussing people out. Yeah. Yeah, you still working, young man. You still working progress. Don't worry
Oh,
about it.
absolutely. Because I'm
You
shoot.
get there.
You'll get there.
Oh no, no, I won't. I didn't took the key out the ignition.
Huh?
You ain't even trying no more. Forget
Won't
Yeah,
do
that.
it.
he ain't
No.
even
I hear
trying.
you, man.
You can
Kiki,
take
go
them
get
out
your
of
partner,
Brooklyn.
man. Go get your partner, Kiki.
You can take them out of Brooklyn, but you can't take the Brooklyn out of them.
Yeah.
Oh,
For real.
oh.
Challenging yourself through learning or service to avoid the quiet corruption that comes from
Mhm.
overstaying in comfort zone.
Hmm?
Man. yeah, yeah, that part right there. So, Mike, what you got on the go out?
Oh man, I'm gonna go with. Hmm. I got choices, see, because I know
Uh-oh.
Alejandro's gonna come up with something real good.
Oh, nah,
So I'm
not
gonna
me.
go with. Comfort doesn't destroy you overnight. It erodes your. It erodes you quietly until you're too soft to survive your own life.
Damn, damn.
Oh,
That was good.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay, easy, eh?
might have been your best one out of 4 years, but hey, 5 plus.
Hey, I'm working on it.
Say corruption is nature's way of restoring our faith in democracy.
Wow.
Say that
Mm.
again.
Corruption is nature's way of restoring our faith in democracy. You know,
Destroy
Corruption,
the faith
not
and the
comfort.
democracy.
Corruption.
Yeah. So I'm gonna ask a question, and
hmm
this is the question I want to ask. So it's like, where in your life or are you too comfortable at right now? And try your best. This y'all homework assignment. Ask yourself, where in your life right now are you too comfortable?
I
That
already
right
know.
there, you should write everything down where you feel like you're too comfortable at and start
Mm-hmm.
scratching that list off, man.
Yep.
So that's the homework assignment, y'all. Next week, we're going to do another show. We're going to do something else, figure it out. Come back, join us. Let's talk about it.
Yes,
Peace.
sir.
That's it. Peace.
Peace.